In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to render your 3D scene using Adobe Dimension, a versatile tool that's perfect for creating stunning visual content. Before we begin, I want to make sure you've fully prepared your scene. This means setting up your camera angles, adjusting the lighting, and making sure your materials and models are exactly how you want them for the final output. Once you're satisfied with your scene setup, we're ready to proceed to the rendering process. First, let's switch to render mode. To do this, simply click on Render, located in the top toolbar. This will take you to a new workspace dedicated to configuring your final export settings. Here's where you'll decide how your final image will be saved and in what format. In the Export Settings panel, you'll notice a variety of options. The first thing you'll come across is camera selection. This option allows you to choose which camera views you want to render. If you've set up multiple angles, be sure to choose the correct one for your output. Next, you'll find the Override Camera Size option. This lets you specify the pixel dimensions if you need your render at a particular size. Be mindful of your project needs here, especially if you're planning to use these renders for high-resolution outputs. Now let's think about the export format. You can choose between several options, such as PSD 16-bit, PSD 32-bit, and PNG. Choosing PSD 16-bit or 32-bit is ideal if you require layers or passes for more intricate work in post-production. These formats are especially beneficial for advanced lighting and compositing work due to their capability to carry more data. In contrast, if you only need a flat image, selecting PNG would be sufficient. Once you've decided on your format, don't forget to set your save location. Under the Save To path, choose where you want your files to be stored and give your exported file an appropriate name. Now, with everything set, it's time to hit render. The software will take some time to process, depending on the complexity of your scene and the export settings you chose. After the render is complete, open your file in Photoshop. If you export it as a PSD, you'll find a layers group called Additional Layers, or something similar. This group contains all the render passes and masks that provide you the flexibility to make further adjustments. You can use these layers for various tasks like selection, color corrections, and even compositing or replacing backgrounds. And that's it. I hope this guide has made the process clear and easy for you to follow. Thank you for watching, and happy rendering.